Hello everyone. In this session we are going to discuss about the phylum Protozoa, which comes under the paper 1 Animal Diversity, that is Non-Chordates. So in this phylum Protozoans we will be studying about general characteristics of phylum, classification up to classes with distinctive characters and suitable examples, and structures and life history of malarial parasite, that is Plasmodium vivax, and human parasitic protozoan, that is Entamoeba histolica. So these are the topics which will be covered in the phylum Protozoa, that is subunit 1.3. So in this session mainly we will be studying about the general characteristics of this phylum, that is Protozoa. So what are these protozoans? So you have already studied in your lower classes, that is protozoans. They are defined as the microscopic acellular animals existing singly or in colonies and without tissue and organ, having one or more nuclei. So as you know the examples, like as I have shown in the picture, the amoeba, euglena, paramecium. So these are the simplest form of the examples which comes under the protozoans, which you have studied in your lower classes. So they are microscopic acellular animals. They might have single or the more than one nuclei, and they are mainly or without the tissue and organs. So this is how the definition goes. And when they are having single or in the colonies, they differ from the metazoa. So and along with that, the individuals they like except engaged in the reproductive activities. So this is how the definition. So next we'll see the general characteristics of protozoans. So according to your syllabus, this question can be asked for 7 marks. So with a neat label diagram of any one protozoan, they can ask the general characteristics or the general characteristics of protozoans. Just to write about that, they can ask for 7 marks. So first one, that is the protozoans, they are small, generally microscopic animals. So we all know that amoeba, euglena and paramecium, they are unicellular organisms. Hence they are seen under the microscope. And they are the simplest and the primitive of all the animals, and they are very simple body, or they are having simple organization, that is cellular level of organization. They don't have tissue grade, they don't have organ grade or organ system grade, just they are having the simplest form, that is cellular grade of organization. Acellular animals sometimes, so if cells are not clubbed together, then the tissue will be not there, so tissue is absent, so without tissues and organ. And body is naked and covered with the pellicule. So in the colonial forms, the individuals are alike and independent. And along with that, the protozoans are solitary or colonial. So in colonial forms, what happens? They are covered with the shells and often they provide with the internal skeleton. So body shape is variable and it is made up of maybe spherical, oval, elongated or flattened. And later, the body protoplasm. So protoplasm, you know, the fluid like material. It is differentiated into the outer ectoplasm and inner endoplasm. The protozoans may have one or more nuclei. So nuclei may be monomorphic or dimorphic. So if you are having only one nuclei, so then it is called as monomorphic nuclei. If it is having two nuclei, then it is called as dimorphic. And they are vascular and massive. So vascular nuclei, they are commonly spherical, oval, biconvex and consist of the central body and the endosome, that is the nucleus. The locomotory organs are the pseudopodia, which you can see in amoeba, flagella in paramecium, cilia in the euglena. So this is how the locomotion takes place. Coming to the nutrition, it may be of holozoic, that is animal-like, holophytic, plant-like, saprozoic or parasitic, which they may depend upon one another. And digestion is intracellular, and it takes place inside the food vacuole. And respiration, it occurs by diffusion and through general body surface. Next, coming to the excretion, as they are having the naked body, so it also takes place to the body surface and temporary opening in the ectoplasm, that is, it is having the permanent pore, so through that is called as cytophagy. And contractile vacuole performs osmoregulation. So in your second year you will be studying about the osmoregulation. Just I will elaborate what do you mean by osmoregulation. Now when you are traveling from the cold region to the hot condition, you sweat a lot. So that is called as, or sweating, it is a type of osmoregulatory mechanism to maintain your body temperature. So even they will be having osmoregulatory organs which helps in the maintaining the osmoregulatory system. So hence they remove their excretory products by osmoregulation. Next, the reproduction, that is asexual and or sexual also. So with the help of asexual, they undergo binary fission, multiple fission or budding. But along with that, the sexual reproduction, it takes place by gamete formation or conjugation. So life cycle, it often exhibits in the alternation of generation, that is, it includes both sexual as well as asexual phases. So encystment, it is nothing but covering, like how the cold-blooded animals, they undergo hibernation and all, they are having encystment. So tied over the unfavorable condition which helps in the dispersal. Next, the single cell body of the protozoan, they perform all the vital activities. So therefore, there will be no physiological division. And at last, the protozoan exhibit mainly two more, that is free living and one more is parasitic living. So in free living, they may be in fresh water or in salt water, or it may be in damp places. But whereas in parasitic living, it may be of ectoparasites and also the endoparasites. Hence, they are also called as commensal in habitat. So these are the important characteristics about the protozoans. So very important, this can be asked for 7 marks. So that's all about this session. Thank you.